what is going on with Taylor Swift? Like, she is like the most connected human being on the planet. Her writing process is so inspired. She gets inspired. She wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning. She does voice notes on her phone. She writes really, really sad songs that make everybody happy. And then she has this Eras tour. I was fortunate enough. I manifested being there. I'm changed. I'm changed from being at that experience. What's going on?
It's a long story.
Okay. I'm here for it.
First, she is primarily tuned in, tapped in, turned on.
Yeah.
She discovered that when she was reaching to write. Next, she got beat up by the public enough to know she didn't like that, so she detached from that. She said, shake it off. Just shake it off. Next, and this is a really important thing.
Okay.
So this law of attraction thing that we've been talking to you about, when you get hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of people expecting positively about you, there's a calling. That's the thing that Esther realized when she got on the cruise ship stage after feeling so very uncomfortable, and realized that the expectation of those people in that audience of what they were going to receive from Abraham was a big part of what was happening. And then she realized that's what's always been happening. She realized that that's what makes this the easiest thing in the world for her, is that she's in that neutral place. You're doing the asking, you see. And so that's why we continue to explain to you that you are all that if you want to be. Your vortex, the non-physicals, those who have known you and loved you, your dearly not so departed, every idea that you've had. In other words, there is a culmination of vibrational calling that, unless you are in a state of resistance, is just calling through you your power and your clarity and your knowing and your wellness and. Yeah. That's just how it works. The better it gets, 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 better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. And sometimes something going horribly wrong, or seeming so, causes it to get better yet, because your asking gets focused and pointed. You ask in a stronger way with a new vantage point, you see. Yeah.
Which is what she did when things went awry for her. But I try to make the connection between the fact that she writes these sad songs that are so beautiful, but they make people happy. Like,
soothing is solving, isn't it?
What's that?
Soothing is solving.
So she's soothing by writing.
Because she's not blaming them. She's not saying, get up, you little dummy.
Right.
She's saying, sometimes that's how life is. And sometimes it doesn't feel so good. In other words, we've been talking about that here today, haven't we? Yeah. About letting it be what it bees and not getting into that place of condemnation about it. You cannot get to a better place when you're mad at yourself about where you are. It's just impossible. You just can't get to a better place if you're blaming yourself or someone else.
So her process of writing it out and creating this work of art is a way of being okay with it and allowing herself to flow to the next.
Well, one of the things that happens, it happens with Esther in a situation like this. Performers, it happens often, but it happens for all kinds of reasons with all kinds of people. But when you discover that flow, it is intoxicating. It's like you just don't want anything else. And so she's not depriving herself of some other kind of life while she gives herself to the world in that way. That is life on steroids. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much.
Yes.